Hey guys, welcome to my first vlog, that's video log, for Effingham Hidden Gems. Today we're going to feature one of Effingham's most well-known monuments and probably the one thing Effingham is known for, and that's the cross at the Crossroads. If you've driven on I-57 or I-70, you've probably seen the cross. It is seen by over 53,000 people per day, according to the Effingham Visitor Center, which adds up to approximately 20 million people a year. Now, the cross was dedicated in 2001, just 3 months before the September 11th attacks. It's made of 180 tons of steel and reaches 19 stories tall, and the exact footage of its height is 198 feet. Now, this was an intentional design plan because they wanted it to be the biggest cross in America, and it's 2 feet taller than the previously largest cross in America, which was in Texas, and of course that was 196 feet tall. I read on roadtripillinois.com that the author of that article asked a volunteer at the Cross's Visitor Center, and the volunteer said that the reason that it's 198 feet and not any taller than that is because they would have had to put lights on the top of the cross if it was 200 feet tall, because that's an FFA regulation, and they weren't about to do that. So I guess that's the story behind it, according to Road Trip Illinois. The arm span of the cross is 113 feet across, and the cross is surrounded by monuments that feature the 10 Commandments from the Catholic religion and other religions. These monuments also feature a bench at each one, and there's a button that you can press for an audio recording that kind of gives like further explanation of the commandment and a little story behind it. Those recordings were actually done by a local radio personality named Greg Sapp, and if you listen to the radio or go to any Effingham High School basketball game, you know who Greg Sapp is. If you live in Effingham, you know Greg Sapp. Like I said, the cross has a visitor center, and in this visitor center you can watch an 8-minute video about the construction of the cross, and also just read and learn more about the cross, its purpose, kind of the information that I'm telling you here. You can learn that there. There's also a little bit more information about Effingham and things to do in Effingham, but it's mostly dedicated to the cross, and there's also places in there that you can donate to upkeeping the cross. You know, they probably have a high electric bill because lights shine on the cross at night all the time. Speaking of, for Easter, which is next weekend, they are going to have the cross illuminated in red for Good Friday to signify Jesus' dying on the cross and rising. They also have they have annual events that occur approximately, one just happened last weekend. It was called Blessings of the Bikes, which is a blessing of motorcycles that gather at the cross, and then they do a ride back to Legacy Harley-Davidson, which is here in town. They also have a breakfast there too. They do that every year. Another thing that they do every year is that for Christmas, for the Christmas season, they have over 100 nativity scenes set up in their visitor center, and it's just kind of almost like a museum, or seeing what other representations of the nativity scene there are. Let's see. This is a non-denominational monument. I mean, some people see the cross and think, oh, Catholic, you know, or oh, Christian, but it's non-denominational. There's no pushing of religion. There's just a kind of, you know, sense of symbolism and unity that is brought through this cross. It's not something where they're trying to make you go to church or believe in something. It signifies peace, I believe, in my opinion. Now this monument, you can go there about any time. The visitor center is not open all the time. It's actually open, I believe it's 8 a.m. and the workers do a 4-hour shift, and they're all volunteers. And you can go in the visitor center whenever it's open. But the cross is kind of like open all the time. You just drive up to it, and you can go day or night, rain or shine, whatever you'd like to do, and stand next to it. You can't go in it because it's hollow, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the cross. If you travel through Effingham, then, or by Effingham, then there's no missing this giant thing. So tune in next time. I might do another vlog, who knows, but thanks for watching.